Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast and a game between Lucifer, an unknown undead, and orc. Excuse me. Alright, first thing I wanted to do was I wanted to cast a game. Wow. Alright, I'm trying to rush things a little bit today. I'm trying to cast a game that didn't actually have a human player. So we're going to have Lucille and also Elpot's email versus, I believe it's going to be Lucifer and also Az. And we'll see what the strategies will be here coming in from these two particular teams. It is going to be a 2v2. It is going to be an undead night elf versus an orc undead, meaning every single race is represented except for human, so we will not be seeing an archmage. I know some of you guys out there are really excited, while others are like, I could care less. Alright, we'll see what's going to be happening here. I apologize if this is the only game I get to cast today. Some people are supposed to come over. I wanted to go ahead and try and wait for them to come over first, but they never showed up. So, yes, flaking for the win, as we are going to be going into a Priestess of the Moon. Alright, so a Potom going to be the strategy coming in from the Night Elf undead side, and this is not too uncommon as there is already a graveyard. So graveyard strategy, very, very common. Utilizing Crypt Fiends getting that additional bonus damage, and then if you couple it with a whole bunch of Huntresses, that is a very, very deadly combination, especially when you consider that the undead can also add in Unholy Aura, and Unholy Aura does work extremely well, or he could try to even add a Fire Lord since the Altar of Darkness was significantly delayed. We'll see what the strategy will be here. Ancient of War now coming in. It looks as though it is going to be a Death Knight. No real reason to summon that Altar of Darkness that early if you cannot summon the Death Knight alongside it. Alright, we'll see what's going to be happening here. Ziggurat now being summoned. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the other undead. It is going to be a Death Knight. Looks like he's going ghouls. Blade Master, most likely. Blade Master it is. So it's going to be a Blade Master and Death Knight versus Death Knight and Potom. Not your typical heroes, as the Priestess of the Moon trying to get off another shot off onto that guy. Oh, and he does get the final shot. I don't know if Lucifer's been playing Dota, making sure to get that last hit and denying the creeps there. But really, really well done by Lucifer, as Lucifer now moves around with this Potom. Let's see what's going to be happening here. We are going into double Ancient of War, so it may just be snow. It is going to be Huntresses. And now Huntresses will be added. You can see that the Blade Master is off over here, and we could see a bit of attack here as the Priestess of the Moon does in fact have that True Shot aura as that first ability. True Shot aura still dancing around. Let's take a look at that Death Knight. Death Knight trying to take on the Giant Sea Turtle. Meanwhile, Crypt Fiends could try to come off over here. Blade Master does have some very nice items already, taking out the necessary units first, as we now see the Death Knight and the Blade Master going at it. Oh, what's going to be happening here? It looks like the Giant Sea Turtle will get taken down by the Blade Master. Very, very easy slippers of agility, as now the Potom coming off over here fighting up against a Grunt. Death Knight still doing a little bit of creeping. Should get to level 2 with no problem. Meanwhile, it looks as though just wandering around with a couple Crypt Fiends and those skeletal minions. Now, this is a little bit of a surprise so far. It looks like Lucifer is not going to be able to do very much here, as we can now see, look, perhaps the Priestess of the Moon looking to get in some damage, taking some piercing damage from those Crypt Fiends, as the Huntress is now trying to come in. This is going to be a very bad fight if the Crypt Fiends just focus on the Huntress. The Huntress takes a lot of damage as a Death Coil comes in. Level 2 on the Death Knight now. And with that faster movement speed, there's not much that can be done. Meanwhile, Death Knight still seeing that level 1 for Az, so Lucifer's side of the army not nearly as strong. We are going into more Crypt Fiends here. We'll see what's going to be happening. Death Knight now wandering back over, heading back home. More Crypt Fiends are being added as we are taking the tier 2 on both sides. Meanwhile, I wouldn't be surprised as Lucifer just sits at mass tier 1 and then starts flooding gold into the undead. Ogre Magi, Pendant of Mana has been dropped, so Az now looking to run away. Is he going to be able to get away is the key question, as the Grunts may be able to, not get in front. Death Knight still wandering around here, and it looks like the Grunts will not be able to get in front of that Death Knight, as the Death Knight able to slip back in. Now, coming back over here, the Huntresses and the Priestess of the Moon now making their way down off over here. Looks like there is going to be a Death Coil saving a lower hit point Crypt Fiend. They are fighting on Blight, so both of the Death Knights will get a little bit of the advantage here, as meanwhile the Huntress is trying to fight back as well. Huntress is now coming in from the backside. Low hit point Death Knight just doing a dance and a run around the circles as the Blade Master may get stuck. There's a death coil, but it is, I believe, revealed due to the it was revealed due to the Blade Master. And now you can see the Huntress is now getting some shots as well. So the Priestess of the Moon now perhaps going to try to get some damage onto some grunts. The grunt now going to be in a little bit of trouble, taking some damage as well. Blade Master somehow able to sneak out of there ever so barely. All right, I want to thank the fan who donated money for me to get a cough switch. That definitely does help in times like these. All right, Ogre Warrior now coming back in. The Priestess of the Moon may be able to get up to level 2. Really needs Searing Arrow. There you go. Tome of Intelligence +2. Really should pick it up. Really no reason not to. No, gonna go for the Owl Scout. So Owl Scout now being utilized to make sure that the Blade Master is nowhere nearby. Slippers of Agility ×2 plus a Circuit of Nobility. That is +8 damage. No Claws of Attack though. It looks as though, yes, Email did get that Watcher Rune. No Watcher Rune. No, Watcher Rune is going to be Az's. So red side has the north. Meanwhile, blue side has the south as the Huntresses now look to come in. And this could be very, very bad for Email. Email may end up losing one very low hit point Crypt Fiend. There it goes. Unable to get the Death Coil off. Death Knight now trying to run around the far side. But the Huntresses are very, very fast moving already. Death Knight now gets in a Death Coil. Scroll, a Town Portal coming in as the Huntresses were going to flank from the far side as well. And Lucifer playing this very, very well now. Most likely going to be dumping additional gold off into Az's bank in just a moment if possible. All right, back coming over here. Blade Master still wandering around. Double Circlets of Nobility, double Slippers of Agility. And now, are we going to perhaps see the Priestess of the Moon launch a Sentinel? Is there a cooldown on that is the key question. And why isn't it currently revealing that? Blade Master? In comes the attack now. Huntresses with all of that glaive bounce damage able to take those Orc Burrows as well. Blade Master now looking to come in, take some damage. You can see a Dark Ranger of Az, and now the Owl Scout is keeping track of that Blade Master. Blade Master now in a little bit of trouble trying to run away. Grunts now coming back around as we see the Huntresses going up against Crypt Fiends. That is not a good fight. Meanwhile, Grunts going up against Crypt Fiends there. And we'll see who's going to come out on top in terms of damage. Both sides still fighting. One Crypt Fiend does go down, and it really feels like Lucifer has the macro edge, something that you don't really hear often in Warcraft 3, but that is definitely the case. Just many more red units, but there are also a lot of blue units with better positioning at this point as the Crypt Fiends attack with the Sentinel Scout coming over, able to get the shot off onto that Blade Master. Blade Master goes down at level 2. A low hit point Crypt Fiend may get taken out as well. It looks like Frost Nova coming in from that Lich. A low hit point unit. Crypt Fiends coming in from both sides. Peons now coming in to join in on the fight. And the Death Knight perhaps should try to get some Death Coils off on some units. Able to heal up a higher hit point one there. But a Grunt may be able to get off a shot. No, a little bit of body blocking action there. Both sides still fighting out. Still better position from blue. Superior numbers for red, as both sides are still losing heavy units. It looks like, yes, another Crypt Fiend will go down. You cannot run in this situation, as Az has now researched Burrow. Dark Ranger now sitting at level 2, may be able to quaff that potion of greater healing in just a moment, as a Grunt may get taken down. Death Knight gets off another shot there, and the Dark Ranger, with some Crypt Fiend help, will shut down that Voodoo Lounge. No more healing. And now the superior numbers of Lucifer and Az should be able to simply carry them through the rest of the game here. Better teamwork, better composition. That Priestess of the Moon strategy with True Shot Aura, level 2 True Shot Aura, really adding additional bonus damage. And I don't believe there's much that Lucille and his partner can do at this point. Add in the fact there is now some obsidian statues healing in this fight. And it's just going to be a slow race to take down the rest of these buildings. Kodo Beast coming out. The Kodo Beast may try to chomp on a Crypt Fiend, unable to get there. Blade Master is now back out, sitting at level 2. There's a Burrow on the Crypt Fiend. Gonna stay alive here. And now Frost Nova on a low hit point. Huntress, it gets taken down as both sides are trying to heal their units and keep their units alive. Another Huntress may get taken down here. Unburrowing of a pretty near full hit point Crypt Fiend now. Both sides still fighting it up. Kodo Beast trying to stay alive as it sneaks away. And now you can see the units are once more on the run. Lich, unable to turn around and get off any Frost Novas, now seeing that level 2, may try to get some Dark Rituals in order to get more mana. As you can see, both sides are very, very low on hit points. So far, Lucifer has just been winning with macro. Meanwhile, Blue has been defending with a superior positioning. And who will come out on top? More units are getting taken down. It looks like level 4, level 2. Lucifer still wandering around here. Level 3 on this Priestess of the Moon as the main base is getting absolutely pummeled. And it looks like the Orc Burrows will get taken down. One Shadow Hunter down to 81 hit points should get taken down with little to no effort. Down it goes again as the Blade Master is now seen at level 3. Shadow Hunter falls at level 1. Death Knight in the back here. Very good position. Pretty much make sure that it cannot get taken down all too easily. And now the skeletal minions, burrowing in the back. Another Crypt Fiend there. Az is doing just a great job hiding his lower hit point units. Another Blade Master gets taken down again at level 3. And now with the heroes getting taken down, I believe that is going to be it. Lucille and his partner Emal can't do much of anything as a Lich also falls as well. So Lich falls at level 2. And still the fight is raging on. Grunts, low hit point Grunts, Crypt Fiends, both sides still trying to engage, but the superior numbers of Lucifer and Az still pulling through as the Grunts are trying to engage here. So those Crypt Fiends are trying to back away. A Grunt will get taken down. You can see an Obsidian statue is trying to heal. Huntresses are going to get poked apart down to 59 hit points, 22 hit points. As they are going to retreat again. Low hit point Crypt Fiends. Are they going to be able to survive? Down to 9 hit points. One more hit. And that is going to be it. Down it goes. And now the Blues units are retreating again. Meanwhile, Crypt Fiends looking to perhaps leave here. Not much left here. So they're going to perhaps now attack the undead side. Meanwhile, Huntress is trying to come back in and chase after some of these undead units. Undead now backing up, perhaps going to be heading back home. Crypt Fiends, Nerubian Tower, double towers with that Black Citadel acting as a little bit of cold damage here. But with one Obsidian statue, I do believe this Dark Ranger will have no problems staying alive, especially with the Death Knight there. They are fighting on Blight, meaning that the Dark Ranger is regenerating hit points faster in addition to that Unholy Aura. And I believe that will be it. Lich pops out just to die, and Lucille gives the GG, and so does Emal. Game 1 going to Lucifer and Az here on Turtle Rock. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.